Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Cold Waters, episode number 6. So as we remember in the last episode, we were given the order to launch TLAMs, Tomahawk Land Attack Missiles, against some target somewhere, I can't remember now, so we'll just load up my Let's Play and jump right into it, pause immediately, and let's start heading back to base. That submarine, has she detected us? I guess not, because we are away. Alright, so now next port of call for us is Holy Lock. Yeah, it's kind of cool that the map, the world this is the globe. We're looking, it looks like a pretty accurate spherical representation of the geography here. So, if you have small enough chunks of the world, you can accurately portray it as a two-dimensional grid. Curvature of the Earth otherwise plays a really big role, obviously, in distances. So so far, Days of War 11, this is the patrol to date. As you hit shore and send your crew off to the beach for a while, you feel pride in a job well done. You head off to officer's mess for a drink and some friendly and much longed for banter with colleagues. I don't know about that. I'm quite happy on my submarine, thank you. But still, this gives us an achievements to date. This is a good way of summarizing it. How have we done so far? So feel free to compare or contrast with other people, with yourself if you're playing this maybe alongside. Okay, so now we need to make sure that we rearm with TLAMs. We need to at least hit with 10. I'm gonna load 12 just so we have a 2 missile redundancy, a 2 missile safety. Excuse me. So in order to do that, I need to get this number down to 14. So let's unload a few of these. Let's unload 3 of these, 1 of these, and I guess 2 of these. And that gives us down to 14, and the rest will be loaded up with TLAMs. Okay, good. That's a good redundancy for us. We don't have any systems to repair, so cast off, anchors away. And now we're heading back into really the heart of the beast. Gromika is our mission. This is going to be a challenge. It's shallow water. In just every way, it's not a good situation for us. So, and it's not nice to see that submarine moving towards us. Okay, they move back. Avoiding detection in this area is just going to be luck. If the airplanes go out, or if just like that, or if the satellite goes past, both of those situations which just happened, we'll probably spot it. But that's okay. It looks like we were able to sneak in at patrol speed. Yep, mission deployment zone is nearby. So perfect. And look at this. This is very nice. I doubt it's going to be very deep, but we have a very strong surface duct and a very strong thermal layer. We could not ask for better conditions in terms of the water. Now I don't know the depth of the water. That's the only thing. So let's just quickly figure out what we want to do with this. I think having a Moss loaded up is not a bad idea. We should prepare ourselves for combat first, and then later, if given the opportunity, we are able to launch the TLAMs, we'll do that. So let's all hands man battle stations at this. Our depth is only 150, so we'll probably go all rig for ultra quiet immediately. Just so we don't encounter anything. That is a very, very, very shallow water. Ocean. Whatever. Sea, I guess, is the most accurate thing. But at least it's nighttime. I don't know if that's really... I guess that really doesn't help much, except for with visual identification. The seafloor is... Okay. They say it's a very strong... this is pretty obvious. It's the ocean floor. I would definitely consider that a very rigid barrier. Sound is definitely interrupted by the sea barrier, but unfortunately our submarine is as well. So, we are being pinged already. We're getting contacts left and right, which is just not good. The only kind of nice thing, I think, is that it is pretty quiet. 88 is probably perfect. We're going to have just a hell of a time avoiding anything. Torpedoes especially. Because my trick of going high, going low, is just not going to work, which means we're going to have to rely on decoys, and we're going to have to rely on the mobile submarine simulator. I think we might even want to just fire that off immediately. So we have a contact S3, which is a good deal away. Let's start identifying these contacts first. Probably are going to be all surface contacts. So I'll just go through the submarines because I'm pretty sure we're not going to be up against those. And now let's see what lies where. That looks like a Riga. Okay. Riga's a little bit older, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go to our next contact. Okay, and that's Sierra 2. See what we can find. Okay, we're back into the submarines, which I don't want yet. No. Okay, we have a Consumal. That makes sense to have a minesweeper type ship close to shore. Okay, what is Sierra 1 going to be for us? This one's a little bit stranger. We don't have very good stuff on this one at all. Could be a submarine, because it's off on the other side, but I suspect we're facing mostly surface ships. Nope. Come on, I'm looking for this one right here. No. Yes. So we have a Grisha, sorry. Okay, well, we have our 3 contacts. The only thing we don't know is the Riga. We're getting better solutions on all of these. That is good. I think what we'll do is end up firing all 3 torpedoes and our mobile submarine simulator all at the same time. We're just going to fire all of them at the same time. I'm just hoping for a better solution on all of these before we do that. So to do that, I'm going to do rudder right, so we can move more south-southwest, which will keep the Consumal out of our baffles. So we'll probably go to like 190, maybe 195 or so. And that is definitely going to be a broken wire. There's no way we'll keep the wire on that one, but we'll just rely on our torpedo hitting. How about that? And the good news is the torpedoes without the launches is going to somewhat mask our position. So especially with the mobile submarine simulator, which we'll just send right at our target. And then probably what we'll do is back out into hopefully deeper waters. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what we're going to end up doing is stay at 200, that's fine. As soon as we launch our torpedoes, we want to stay forward for a little bit just so I can see if anybody else closer to base. But we can be pretty far away to launch at this target. We don't need to be as close as we are. We could be, way up here, I'm pretty sure. The range on the TLAMs is enormous. It should be larger than even our tactical deployment area. So we could probably launch them from outside the red box, even though we can't actually get there. So how are we doing with that Riga solution? This is an 81, this one is an 83, and this one is an 83. So that's pretty reliable. 33 knots away is actually beyond, I think, the limit we can launch. And the Grisha is probably one of the more devastating things we have to deal with. Okay, we got a correction on that. She is not that far away. Sierra 1 Grisha is now... Okay, this is launchable territory. Let's go ahead and launch. We are seeking a surface contact, not that it matters. We'll do passive sensing. And I want to get this thing pretty close to the Grisha before she goes active, because hopefully our torpedoes won't be noticed. That's the idea. So we'll do something like this, so we have a pretty good solution. Torpedoes away. Fire room break right away, so hopefully that is enough room to go active so that she won't overrun her target. Next, the Consumal. This one, yeah, the Riga's the least important, so I'm going to launch last at her. So get Sierra 2. We'll just run her like this. Pretty sure that this will seek its target correctly. And lastly, we have our target, the Riga. We will launch a torpedo. Again, kind of splitting the difference and leaving a little bit of area so that just in case the Riga turns towards or something like this, we'll be able to still, hopefully still make contact with the ship. Hit the target. If I was just trying to say what I meant, that's what I would say. Now, I don't really care about these staying on the wire. I think I'm more interested in actually reloading. Importantly for me, see the Riga's already sped up, is getting this mobile submarine simulator out And then I'm going to reverse course. Actually, before I do that, let me begin my turn hard to port, so full left rudder. The Riga just sped up though. I don't know why that happened. I wonder if they got any kind of detection off of us. And you know what? We'll speed up a little bit. I think these are all going the right way. It's fun to see at least. Now let's go ahead and launch this mobile submarine simulator, which is now going to be going the opposite way of us. So it'll go down this way. Hopefully draw some people to it. And we'll continue going the opposite direction. What do you know? And we actually lost contact with a few of our own torpedoes, which I think are still heading to target. Okay, this one's definitely on target. This one looks like that's the one that's going towards the Consomo. This one looks like it's going towards the Grisha and on target. And this one is our mobile submarine simulator. And this one is going towards the Riga. She looks like she's in good shape as well. She hasn't quite activated yet, but hopefully up there she goes. And certainly she's got a lock on her target. Fantastic. Okay. So now we just sit really quiet in the water. Let these things happen. We're going to start loading our TLAMs as well. No, TLAMs. There we go. So let's actually watch our torpedoes hit, since, well, we don't have anything else to do. Which one's closest? This one's pretty close. That one's gonna avoid. Oh, I don't know. I think this one is the closest. Nope, this one. Okay, so our first hit is this is on the... I don't know, this is on the... Okay, this is the Grisha, which is probably gonna take 2 hits. I don't know why I didn't consider, trying to fire 2 torpedoes. We'll probably see a noisemaker or something like that very quickly here. There's a good hit. And the Grisha's actually down. Okay, let's switch quickly over to the next torpedo. And that's a hit! And there's the Riga, who was closer, and the Consomo has also been hit. That's it! There is a helicopter in the area. Well, that's less than ideal. And they are somewhat in the area. In fact... Where am I? Are they headed towards me? I think they're heading towards me. No, I can't see myself. Cannot find where I am. But there's definitely a submarine in the area. And they... Oh man, look at that. That's awesome. The little oil slick outside. That's beautiful. Got the oil slick, and... What is this one? This is the sinking Consomo. Who doesn't have... Does she have any anti-submarine warfare stuff? I'm pretty sure she has active sonar, at least, so she could be used as a detection aid. And the submarine floor is so shallow, she's actually resting on the bottom without even... without her nose below the waves. Let's go to the next one. Ah, yes. That's a sunk ship as well. This one... The Grisha, probably the biggest threat to us. And then the Riga was not a huge threat. I think these are mostly... guns. Guns. I do have some torpedoes there. So, okay, yeah, don't count them out. But I think less threatening than the Riga, at least. So, let's see how this helicopter is doing. What is she doing, perhaps, is the better question. And there's multiple. There's... ships. Let's see what we have here. We have an aircraft, a helicopter, an aircraft. So 2 helicopters and an aircraft all in this area. Well, that's not going to be amazing for us. We have a mission though, and that mission, I think it's time for us to get underway. In fact, without... Oh, we are getting pings, though. So probably we're not done quite yet. Let's continue our hard full left rudder. Just so I can see if we can pick up these contacts. Hopefully they'll be fooled by our mobile submarine simulator. Don't know where you are. I don't know where I am. Is that, like, what is this? I think that's a sinking ship. The shallow water might be messing up the graphics a fair amount. I mean, not that this is kind of cheating to do this way. That's definitely a sunk ship. That's the only thing in the water right now. We're moving extremely quiet, so I shouldn't be too worried about this. But 2 more torpedoes, and we do have 2 more sonar contacts pinging. I wish I had loaded another mobile submarine simulator. I really do. What's our distance to launch? 50,000 yards. Well, that's still well within the range. This has at least a range of 100, so like I knew that we wouldn't have much difficulty launching them. The problem is not launching them, it's launching them and then getting away safely. Alright, I'm going to speed up time just so we can hopefully start getting some detections. We're getting pings, so we know there's stuff out there, but what? And where are these these helicopters looking? I don't think they're looking anywhere near us. But that could change. It's not looking anywhere. Well, I mean, it's definitely looking near the wreckage. And I'm kind of near the wreckage, right? So where's this guy going? Well, I mean, to flying like this, he can only deploy sonar buoys. It doesn't have anything dipped. You are somewhere as well. I am over here. I'm not really near any of the wreckages. The only wreckage we have is the one that's sinking way over there. We are getting those pings. I wonder, I feel like it's a little too risky to launch. We can't, I mean, 10 missiles is just, you can't get those out very quickly. Not getting any sonar anymore. Okay, now we are. So if I'm not mistaken, this one is moving further left, is moving left to right, west to east. This one is maybe moving south to north. And, well, no, that one is definitely not. Oh, these are buoys. So that's where the buoys are. They're way over there. Okay, well, we're actually doing a good job putting them in our wake. Although they're in our baffles, we can't really, so we can't see as much. We're moving away from them, and our profile would be pretty narrow for them. Still can't find anything but the 3 originals. And I think I'm going to do a turn to northeast. Make my bearing like maybe 60 or so. Kind of zigzag out of here so that we're always trying to look behind us. I need to make the angle eastward enough that I can actually detect these ships so they're not... I mean, not that it matters. Actually, my towed array is actually going to be detecting all these guys, even if I just go... even if they're completely in my baffles. I forgot about that, but that's something I should be thinking about. Yeah, I guess let's do that turn then. Okay, now, wait. We finally got a contact. What do we have here? Could it be that we have another Riga? Yep, 2 lines over there. 1. It's a perfect match. Well, that's kind of nice. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Let's just wait for this solution to get a little bit better. Line up both of our torpedoes to launch at the surface, because that's what I suspect we're up against right now. And they set up another sonar buoy over here, so that's good news to us. They're not getting any closer to us. Alright, so let's just wait for this solution to get better. Better and better and better. If we're at 42, this is not amazing. We are definitely heading at that console. Maybe we'll just head west of it. I was thinking of moving into the open waters to the northeast, but we could just move over to the open waters to the west. It's probably better to go this way, but that's fine. Obviously, they've focused on this area, so that's where they think we are, at least somewhat. Okay, well... Wait for this solution to get a little better. It's improving. We could, if we wanted, if we dared. I don't dare to go to periscope depth when we're this close. Alright, so we're getting a much better solution on the Riga. We think now that she's only 18,000 kilometers away, which is good. We need to put it beyond this Riga, obviously. She'll still track noise. Okay, wow. So there she is. Now we have her. I think this is going to be good enough to be a launch. So, torpedoes away. Actually, we have another target over here. We might accidentally pick up the other target. But that's okay. I'm okay with that, if that is indeed what happens. So something like this, torpedoes away. I don't expect this one will stay on the wire, but it should be a hit. Now, since the wire already broke, let's reload that, and let's go hard starboard, so full right rudder, so that we can start moving in a different direction. And I might even speed up, which will sacrifice our ability to hear this Riga for a moment, but I think it's going to be important just to clear a little bit of room from us and this the outgoing torpedo. Contact faded, but let's go back this way now. And let's slow her down. There it is. Okay. Let's go to our torpedo. So we have this guy still sweeping the waters. This one, not near us as far as I can tell. This one, let's go to our torpedo. Still hasn't gone active quite yet. And we're looking at Sierra 4. The other one has now, actually, we probably should have stayed going northwest since this one is definitely going left to right. Anyway, let's see, at any moment now it should go active, and also we should be getting a slightly better image of the Riga. Come on, go active. Should be going active soon. We might miss it. Get the next one lined up. Is it going to be a hit? I don't know where this Riga is. Oh, she got her. She got something. And we should see some kind of activity in the water very soon. Some kind of countermeasures or a knuckle in the water. Something to indicate to us that they know our gift is arriving. This ship is moving west-east, so it's like moving on such the angular velocity against our ship is so good, so high. It must be close. It must be really close. I'm talking about Sierra 5, wherever she is. Okay, Riga has taken evasive maneuvers, so we definitely have her. She's made a hard rudder right correction. So she's heading, instead of eastward, she's now heading southward. But I think that this is just quickly going to be the end of her. Hopefully one is enough to take her out. There it is. We don't have eyes on, but kind of have eyes on, I should say. There it is. Okay, now we see her, and it was enough to take her out, which is nice. Now we could just do, one idea is we could just launch down the bearing. We have, I mean, we know there's something pinging us. We still don't see what it is, though. I think what we'll do is wait it out. So we'll just compress time a little bit more. Hopefully these helicopters are going to run out of sonar buoys, or the airplanes. We're going to wait for Sierra 5 to appear. So far, so good, though. Although this is a lengthy episode, I can tell this will be a lengthy one. Just quietly... This is silent service right here. Trying to stay undetected, waiting for Sierra 5 to approach. And I'm going to immediately drop out of time compression if I see anything, any kind of disturbance. She might be really far away. No, but she moves so quickly left to right. She can't be, right? I think it's time for me to swing back hard, full left rudder to my port. I'm gonna do that. I'd rather head just almost pure westward. Which means we'll lose her. Well, I'll lose her from my passive detection, but I'll get her. I mean, I shouldn't be losing her with my towed array. Okay. Now, what are we getting? Still nothing. Still nothing. And impossible to see outside. Maybe this is going to restrict maybe the weather will restrict the aerial operations. Okay, this one's it's far enough away that I can't see myself still. And you are dipping, but you are also far enough away that I can't see myself. So there's one wreckage, and there, over here, you maybe can't see it, is a distant, very distant wreckage. So I'm probably somewhere over here, but I don't know. Anyway, back to the same game, time compression. I might just have to take a cut in this video, and then come back when we actually have Sierra 5 detected, because I don't think it's going to be wise. Yeah, I'm sure, like every part of me says it's not wise to launch while we have Sierra 5. So let me go ahead and do that, just put a quick cut in the video, and I'll come back when anything exciting happens. Hopefully, I'll be able to restart the recording fast enough. So, until then, one sec. Okay, well, I am onto a new theory now. So I was here just to draw my map. It doesn't show my trail for long enough. I went down this way, and then I ended up curving back up, because the idea came to me that I don't think it's a ship after all. I think this is actually just the pings from the dipping sonar from the helicopters. Now, if I'm wrong, obviously that's a bad mistake to make, but I'm going to operate under that assumption, which means it's time to launch. Obviously, I've already loaded all 4, and we're going to try to do this very quickly. Now, I also want to make sure that these are hitting, so I'm going to try to get this like dead centered. So this is dead center. Looks like I have it pinned on all sides. So this is where I'm going to try to launch exactly. So go ahead and launch 1, launch 2, launch 3. I probably shouldn't have launched all 4. I should have just launched 2 to begin with. But they're away. It's probably going to give them a better idea of where we are, unfortunately. Anyways, these are now away. I'm hoping that this is going to, if I can do this quickly enough, maybe we have a chance of getting out of here without being detected, but this, as far as I know, this is how you're supposed to do this mission. You launch it at the actual highlighted area, which is considered the port, even though there is a port here. And I think what we'll end up seeing is that this missile doesn't end up hitting anything, it hits the water, but that's okay. This is kind of, I don't know, somehow by design. There's our missile, our TLAM. So she definitely has the range. She should have a range of over 100,000, as I said. That's what I believe I've read. It might even be way over 100,000. These might have like insane range, like hundreds of miles even, much less hundreds of thousands of yards. Let's see, if it's like 2,000, let's just call 2,000 yards a mile, then 50 miles. I think it's even more than that. Yeah. Might be even hundreds of miles. So let's just see what happens with this one. I'm not even going to try to find the other ones. We have our very hard to see TLAM highlighted. So get the rest going. We'll do a next barrage. And we do need to get out of here pretty quickly after we expose ourselves, like we've done. I want to see if this is hitting what it's going to do. Mainly I want to see how far away from the dead center it is, what kind of spiral pattern it takes. Look, it doesn't matter. If we hit with 9 out of 10, we still fail the mission, as far as I know. So the fact that we launched 4, which was stupid, means that it's impossible to succeed in the mission if we didn't do it perfectly already. And since that's the case, we might as well have launched all of them at the same time. So it's going down, and then it's going to begin its circular running pattern. Oh, actually we are homing in onto... Wow, very cool. That was fantastic. 3 hits, 4 hits. 4 hits on the port. Wow, awesome. Oh, God. You know, what's not awesome is the fact that we now have a torpedo in the water. Okay. I am going to try to use this. I was going to try to use that wreckage as an aid, but I don't think we have time to do anything like that, fancy like that now. It's going to ring and probably detect me in a moment. Is it detecting me? It is running straight. Yes, she is detecting me. Yeah, we're in trouble. Okay, let's just try to elude her at the... Wow. It's gonna be so hard. Just the camera is so annoying right now. That's 1 torpedo. We are only running at 28 knots. She's gonna catch up pretty easily though. And we'll probably have to avoid some other torpedoes very soon here. There's just nowhere for us to go to, and there's the airplane flying overhead. And another one, wow. So now we're really in a tough situation, aren't we? Okay, this one is gonna miss. Maybe not. Noisemaker. It did. Well, let's follow it. Follow the damn thing. Follow it. Follow it. Oh, that's a hit. Nope. Yep, turn into it. We have to hope that this works. It sounds crazy to turn into it, but I think this is our only shot. It is not successful. Knuckle. Oh, God. How's our damage doing? 7%. Well, this is what we have to do right now. Slow down. Let's go back. Emergency. We need to slow down very quickly. Launch, and then... God. Did we lose 2? We lost 2. What we really need right now is... the ability to pretend not to exist. I think we're about to have another torpedo in the water. Okay, let's quickly launch these while we have the opportunity. Now we have 2 extras, so this is still possible. Get those reloaded on the double, then we need to get the hell out of here. We can't repair it. So black means you can't repair it. Red means you can, black means you cannot. We're just gonna sit nice and quiet like. Hopefully they don't notice us. Hard not to notice us. How many do we have? Yeah, we need to get 4 more out. And there's another torpedo in the water. This is probably the end of us. Okay, we have to attempt... Oh god, they're actually dropping depth charges. This might be the end of us. This is a tough mission, I'll tell ya. Come on. Do not lock, do not lock, do not lock. Please don't lock. She didn't lock. She didn't lock. Boy, are we lucky. Alright, launch the next 2. We gotta get out of here. Like, pronto. Let's hope this is a hit. Reload. Reload. Come on, just a little bit longer. Okay, she completed her second revolution and didn't lock on. That's good news. Come on, 2 more. 2 more, then we're out of here. She's literally dipping right above us. Probably very impossible to avoid detection. We can pretty much say hello to her. Like, this is almost like when you play with those tin cups. Oh god. Left rudder. Dropping depth charges again, I think. Okay, slow down. Avoided it. Whatever it was, we avoided it. Oh my gosh, this is just hair raising. Oh my gosh. Okay, get us out. Just two more. Just two more. Come on, just two more. I think we might actually hit the submarine, the helicopter with these missiles. That is, here's the helicopter, and there go our missiles. Okay, reload. Whatever. And now we just need to get the hell out of here. And for this, we are going to go all ahead flank. Don't need to worry about the target anymore. We just need to get the hell out of here. And for this, we basically just need to get far enough away that there's no weapons and that there's no aircraft. Now, this could be challenging. I mean, it will be, because they know exactly where we are, and it's not difficult to tell where we are. We're now running flank speed. But I don't think that matters. And then trying to get out of here at 7%. I mean, 7%, our crash depth is probably like 200, 300 feet maybe. So far, so good, though. We are getting pinged from the southwest. Oh, that was an explosion. That was another torpedo entering the water? Maybe a sonar buoy? It might have been a new torpedo. If it is, it's not locking on, I don't think. Is it? No. Okay, we got lucky. I really did consider running us over towards the ruin. I mean, that was my plan. That's what I was going to do. But we'll try to do it this way instead. So now let's go down to quiet. Now that we're at least a little distance away from that helicopter. And let's adjust our bearing. We are now flooding. We are controlling the flooding, though. Very good. Okay, so now we are going to try to head off at a different bearing. Hopefully they think we're just going straight the way we were going. And oh god, we are taking on water. Oh my gosh, we're taking on water. Oh my gosh. Holy cow! Now we have to somehow balance our ballast with our... Oh my, this is insane. Oh my. Oh my. The reason why we did that is because I rigged for ultra quiet. And when you rig for ultra quiet, you shut down your pumps. Our pumps need to be running, though, in order for us to avoid sinking. So we won't be able to... There's just no way we can get around that. Oh, shoot. Let's drop down just below 100 so I can do this without cavitating, please. Okay, now let's go ahead and head 2/3. Try to get out of here. Can we get out of here yet? Nope, there's still aircraft nearby. Well, this was just a narrow escape, if we end up escaping at all. I'm pretty sure they know where we're going, where we are right now. So let's just do effect another course change. Try to get out this way. We're still getting pinged by something. I think that's the helicopter, though. Okay, we'll just keep going then. Any other torpedoes or anything, we're just doomed. So, and the helicopter, I mean, that airplane seems to know exactly where we are, so they are still detecting us. But the good news is, basically just a miracle, they have blown, it looks like, all their ordnance, so they have nothing left in which to actually shoot us down with. And it is getting shallower, not really what I wanted to see. Let's look for any kind of deeper spots on the map. Head north. North will eventually be deeper. Okay, let's change our bearing once again. Hopefully throw off that aircraft at the same time. And he is not thrown off. This might be another time where I actually have to cut away. This is so shallow. Wow, 150 feet. Not ideal, that's for sure. But we're going to have to keep the pumps running, which means we're going to be making a fair amount of noise. There's no way around it. We still have our tow to rate, so we'd be able to detect if anything was sneaking up on us. Yeah, well, we can't go pure... Oh, yeah, they just put another buoy right next to us. So let's move away from this one. And yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put a cut in this video here, and I'll come back when we've successfully eluded all the defenses in this port. And that may take a while. I don't know how many sonar buoys they have. We may have to go all the way. I know that you can freely escape when you get to the red. Now that's going to take just an amazingly long time, so hopefully they don't make me do that. But I'll put a cut in here, so we'll see you back hopefully when we're finally able to escape from this mission. Okay, well, if you want to know what path I took, should be no surprise. I think this is the buoy I left you off with. I made a sharp turn towards the north-northwest off my port side. And then they dropped another buoy, so I made my heading a little more northward. And they dropped another buoy, so I made it even more eastward. Then I made another one. I mean, this is just the game we've been playing. I decided, if they already know where I am, what's the point of not going flank speed? But we're starting to reach a little bit deeper water. You can see depth is now 250. And the good news is, the most important thing is, I'm actually able to escape the mission now. So let's go ahead and do that. After action report, enemy engaged. I guess we have some kind of bug here. Don't understand any of this gibberish. Huh. Disappointed you were unable to fulfill the full mission parameters. Stand by for new orders from this downlink. I guess we were not successful, which is really disappointing because I guess I did exactly what we were supposed to do. Okay, so in recent days, numerous airstrikes have originated from airbases in and around Grimika. Sunshift and air superiority caught NATO unprepared. I don't know. Actually, this is kind of a mystery to me. I know that this mission has been extremely difficult for everyone who's undertook it, but as far as I know, we launched a first group of 4, and then we launched 3 groups of 2. That puts us at 10. We had the 2 spares, which were both the tubes that were destroyed. So I'm counting 10 that we put dead middle of that circle. And we even saw the first 4 hitting the port object, which was pretty... I mean, that was amazing. I would file this as some kind of bug. I don't understand how you complete this mission, but I think that we actually did it. I think we actually did it. Unless are you not supposed to be detected? Because that's insane, trying to launch 10 Tomahawk missiles close to a port and not being detected sounds like Mission Impossible type stuff. So anyway, return immediately for repairs, thank God, because we are one broken ship. Now let's just get 2 torpedoes loaded. That's the more important thing, I think. Continue on course. Go! What do you know? Our speed is 26, our depth is 600, I hope not, because that's pretty much death. We've encountered some kind of submarine. Well, this is not going to be done in this mission. We'll definitely do this one in the next video. So, I would say, sorry I didn't finish this mission. I actually looked up, I did some research, because all the people who I've seen attempt this mission have failed it, but I also failed it, and I'm sorry to say that. So, unless I miscounted, unless we only got 2 volleys of 2 off, and we only ended up launching 8 Tomahawks, but I'm like almost 100% sure. I'm 98% sure that we fired 10. And if that's the case, I wonder what the catch to the mission is. Nonetheless, thanks for watching so far in the series. I hope you're enjoying it, and I've been interested in receiving all your comments. It was comments about the TLAM mission being difficult that made me look it up and Unfortunately, we didn't have success, but yeah, and I'll try to reply to any comments that I see. And the next one should be a real difficult one. We're going to have a hell of a time trying to manage both the fact that we only have 7% hull with the fact that we're up against some submarines. So until the next one, thanks for watching and take care.